Welcome, coach, for the post-match press conference, match number 4, Ghana versus Cape Verde. Before we proceed to question and answers, we will just ask you to give us what do you take from this match lost by your team, which was your first match in this competition?
I think in the end we conceded 2 bad goals from our point of view. Cape Verde started better than what we did, but then I think we grew into a good game. I think we didn't allow the disappointment, or we didn't allow ourselves to get too disappointment after the goal that was ruled out from VAR, and I think we grew from that. And we, at one stage, once we scored the goal in the second half, I thought we were very much on the front foot and looking that perhaps we could score a second goal. But I think this is the nature of the game. Sometimes it goes in the momentum goes with us, sometimes it goes with the opposition. But you can't concede the type of goal that we did in the last moments of the game, particularly at this stage, because at that stage you're pushing to get the winner. But at this stage, what you can't do is you can't afford to lose the game. And we conceded a very poor goal, and hence a hugely disappointing night for us.
Thank you, coach. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Hello, coach. My name is Ibrahim, media personnel from Ghana. Coach, since you took over the reign as the coach of the Black Stars, because of the pedigree that you came in with the job, being coaching in the Premier League, a lot of Ghanaians had hope that you were going to change their fortunes and make them very happy and
Sir,
make them
can you just please go straight to the question?
Yes, but a lot of Ghanaians are heartbroken, and we're going to work tomorrow heartbroken. What do you have to tell Ghanaians after pretending on this humiliation defeat? Thank you.
If you're asking me what I say to the Ghanaians is exactly what I'll say to anybody. We are incredibly, hugely disappointed with the result. We came into the game with a game plan. We changed the way of playing, the system a bit, so that we could start on the front foot. We thought the team that we put out was certainly a more offensive team that we put out. So this was our intention. I think it rocked us, the goal that we conceded. But I thought we got back into the game, and at that stage it looked like we could go on and win it. We are hugely disappointed with the result. And I know this group of players also know how our public, the Ghanaian people, see this game, see this tournament, and our expectations going into this one. And it's one that I say it's a defeat that we're hugely disappointed with.
Here, ici, derrière. En short rouge. Continue, vas-y.
Hello, coach. I'm Ken Khalid, Kings TV GH from Ghana. You just lost to Minos in African football, the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. They have been to the African Cup of Nations. This is their 4th occasion. You lost to them. How do you plan to bounce back from this defeat?
Well, firstly, I don't think anybody should underestimate any opponents here, because there are no what we regard as weak teams in this tournament. So certainly I wouldn't be disrespectful to any opponent that we play today or play at any other stage. It's up to us now to have to recover tomorrow, and we know now that going into the Egypt game, it's a game that we have to get a good result from. You know, I think that has to be the mentality. The players have to be aware what this means, and how disappointed everybody associated with the country and with the team are. And we have no choice. We have no choice but to make sure that it's a favourable result in our next game against Egypt.
Ici devant.
Thank you. I'm Asari, Uskeni TV. Coach, as you said, we approached today's games with more offensive players. But are you going to accept that your changes actually changed our style of play, and it was more of defensive, in fact, during the last 10 minutes of the game? Did you see that? And are you going to accept it that way, that your changes caused the defeat to Ghana Blacks?
No, I don't accept that. I think what we have in any game is that you have to make changes. You have to make changes in a game. There are some things as coaches and in the team that we know that the general public or even somebody like yourself doesn't know. Players that have not played as regular as others, players' fitness levels, and so we have to assess all of these things every time we make a substitution. And sometimes we can make a substitution which might seem defensive, but it's not the case. We wanted to make sure that we got the result, and probably at that moment, that last 10 minutes of the game, they had missed a good opportunity. So they were a little bit more in the ascendancy. So we have to make what we regard as the correct decisions when we're making substitutions. What we can't account for, what we can never account for, is conceding poor goals. And I think when we assess their second goal, very close to the end of the game, and when we analyse it, it's an incredibly poor goal to concede. And what we can't be accountable for is individual mistakes. This we can't be accountable for. All we can do is make sure that we, as a team, perform well and perform our duties as well as a team.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, Coach. My name is Apia Shadrack, a freelancer from Ghana. The last time I met you, I asked about the two boxes of your team, your attack and your defense. Since you took over, your defense seemed to concede a lot, just that opposition don't take advantage. Now, you met a sharp team who took advantage and scored twice. What is the problem with your defense as a unit, and what are you going to do to upgrade it in the next two games?
We do what we normally do, which is continue to work as hard as we have. We've been in camp now for some 10 days. We've worked very hard in camp, and all you can do is, as a coach, is make sure that the training is well, make sure you get all the principles over to the team that you want to and what you need to. And this is what we've done over a period of time. The camp has been good. Of course, it's all about the games that we play and the results that we get. And you are judged on the results that you have. You know, what we do as coaches, we will analyse the games, our game today, and determine where we did well and where we didn't do so well. But what we have been guilty of today is, I think, conceding two very poor defensive goals. And, all we can always do is just to continue to work on the discipline, the shape, the determination of the team. This is all we can ever do.
This was the last question, so thank you, Coach Chris Hughton. Thank you also to you guys, and thank you for the translators, and see you next time. Thanks.
Okay.